Good evening, my good brothers and sisters. I see a couple of people in there. I know my brother being chosen Israel. My audio still sound good since we went live. Daniel?
Yeah, you sound great, brother.
Yeah. I might be back. I might be back where I can show some emotion and act and get with it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been a stumbling block for the men of God for a while, but this time I'm gonna take my time. This is a short lesson, and I'm gonna handle the business. Peace to my brother Ben Chosen Israel. He's up there at IOG with the conference that we having at our place, the 2025 Keep It Christian Conference. And it's all I can say. I every second I get, I try to watch those teachers because that word of God that been put on us by Israel of God is it's something different.
It is.
It's something different, brother. So what we gonna do? We're gonna read the law. And I can get into this lesson because it ain't gonna be no long hard one. We will have the reading of the law before we can go ahead and get it started. And I tell you what it's all about. Jesus speaks all languages. All right, brother. We can start off Exodus 21 through 17. When you get there, go ahead.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children until the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Now, Ecclesiastes 12, 13, and 14. When you get there, brother, go ahead and read.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Now we're going to go to Revelations 22, verses 14 and 15.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Brothers and sisters, that was the reading of the law. And Israel read the law every time before they open up. And I'm finding out that when you are a student at the Israel of God Bible study class, the first thing that you start learning is how to follow the Bible, and you start studying the Bible. And it's so funny that everything that we do comes directly out of the Bible, brothers and sisters. And that's what kind of this lesson is going to be about today, because Jesus communicates in all languages, and you got people running around saying that they love Jesus, he say, my sheep hear my voice. Well, you obviously can't hear his voice if he's talking to you and you're doing the opposite of what he said. So this is going to show you. It's a very short lesson because I've been working all week, and so we are you have to labor and to go hours and put these lessons together for you, brothers and sisters. But I've been doing a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I was going to actually go live. I decided to break it up and show it to them in baby steps again because I didn't have time to get my technical stuff with them. But this lesson is to show you, that the world says that the law is done away with. The law is done away with. The laws of God, they are no more. And you can sin free and do whatever it is that you want to do. And he will forgive you. I had a guy that's been preaching 30 years, and me and Jansen's going to do something about that. This guy literally said that Jesus' blood healed you for sins you ain't did, past, present, and future. And it sounds so crazy when you're a student of the Bible and you've read otherwise. A sister tried to warn him and tell him, she said, hey, when Jesus came, when he died, he only covered your past sins. And you can go in the Bible and it'll tell you grace is the remission of your sins that are past. That's Romans 3, verses 20 to 22 or 23 or something like that. But it's Romans 3:20 to tell you that the grace that you got is for your past sins. That's why Jesus told that lady when he was playing in the dirt, he said, go and sin no more. Why would he say that if he covered and did everything for you?
Right.
And so the biggest part of this lesson is to show you why and how we've been taught to read the Bible. And it's because Jesus speaks all these different languages. He broke the people up. I'm going to show you some of that. He also communicates with everything under the sun. He did it then, he did it now. Brothers and sisters do not even know over in Ephesians 6 where it tells you that you are in a spiritual fight. Man can't even have a fight. You are in a proxy war with Satan and you don't know it. Because it said that listen how clear this is. It says you think you're fighting against man,
brother,
but you're fighting.
Hey, brother, you seem to be glitching a little bit.
It is?
All right, it just cleared up. Just repeat the last sentence right after the proxy war.
Okay, you was in the proxy war and you think you fighting flesh and blood, but it said you are fighting spiritual wickedness in high places. This is telling me you don't even know who you're fighting, brothers and sisters. So if you don't know who you're fighting, brothers like us from the men of God are coming and trying to tell you, because we've read this book and we are making proof to show you that it's elements around you. And they are all being controlled by God and using through angels, whether they are good or bad, brothers and sisters. So what we're going to do is show you how we read the Bible, because when we start reading, we read so much, they say, y'all in that Bible too much. Y'all read too many scriptures. Y'all are reading too many scriptures. I mean, I've had so many people sit down with me personally and look at me and say, oh, don't open the book up. Wow. Tell me this me and you talking. Tell me. I said, no, man, I can't do that. I got to tell you what thus said the Lord. First of all, how are you saved and he's a jealous God? How are you saved and he's got to judge you at the last day? But so something's not adding up. I mean, the entire world has got this attitude and believes that they have this eternal life coming. I mean, everything is thrown upside down, and we're going to show you how much the Lord communicates with the earth. You think he's not there, but he's communicating and watching everything. He gave the lessons, and you think he don't exist, but he does. So we're going to show you how we read the Bible and why we understand this, and this is important. We get accused when we read the Bible of playing what they call Bible gymnastics. They say you're taking that out of context. That's not what that says, even though it clearly says this. Jesus said, I am the Lord of the Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
That means he came and fulfilled it for us and we do it. But Lord means ruler when they talking about over their wives. So why come it can't mean I'm the ruler of the Sabbath? So we're going to show you how we read the Bible, and then we're going to lead directly into what we say. This is a short lesson. I don't want to have you here all night. It's dawning toward the Sabbath day. So without further ado, my brother, we're going to start off at Isaiah 28. Mm-hmm. 28, starting at verse 7. This is the context of how all of our stuff that we do. I actually wanted to do that all the time and let you know where we reading this stuff from and how we coming up with the stuff that we're coming up with. But you'll kind of see it tonight if you get your Bible. Even if you watch this later, get your King James Version Bible and write down those scriptures that's going to be on the board and follow what we're saying. Don't take our word. No. Or I'll lock the doors on you and tell you to give me $40,000. Brothers and sisters. Isaiah 28, verse 7, brother. Let me get there. Mm-hmm. Run my mouth so much when I know when I start, I'm going to go ahead and go. Verse 7. All right, go ahead.
But they also have erred through wine and through strong drink are out of the way. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. For the tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean.
Okay, brothers and sisters, this is Jesus himself talking through the mouth of Isaiah, and he said they have erred. He's talking about everybody, especially Israel, his chosen priests. He said they have erred through wine and through strong drink. They're out of the way. You know what he mean by out of the way? He said that he's the Lord of the Sabbath. You say, hey, we're going to church on Sunday. That's the Christian Sabbath day. And you're basically telling him that, and he's going to say as much as I said right there, brothers and sisters. But who did he say is out of the way? He said the priest and the prophets are out of the way. They've been drinking strong drink. And we're going to let you know what that drink is. So this is how you have to read the Bible. Pick it up at verse 9 and go ahead. Listen at this question on verse 9. Go ahead.
Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Here a little and there a little. Brothers and sisters, what the Lord told you right there, he asked a major question, and this has always went over everybody's head. He said, whom shall he teach knowledge? That's a serious question. And then he went on to tell you how to read the whole Bible. This is the whole ball game to your salvation with these questions right there. He said, whom does he teach knowledge? Because if he's not teaching you the knowledge, how are you going to get it, brothers and sisters? You got to understand that if you believe any parts of the Bible, he just gave you instructions, the author of it, on how to read it. And he said that precept must be upon precept, just like we got a title right here. That's the precept, and line upon line, and here a little, there a little. There's your Bible gymnastics, brothers and sisters. He said you got to go over here and find it talking about something over there. And he asked the question, who should he teach knowledge to? Because all these tables are filthy. There's no place clean. And he answered, he said, I'm going to teach the people that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Who is that, brothers and sisters? Babies. We talking about babies. And he ain't talking about bypassing all the senior citizens, bypassing the adults. He's talking about getting people who are going to humble themselves, shut your mouth,
and listen to him teach you the way he want to do it. So that's the reason why you're going to see in this lesson, he's talking through everything, because you will not hear his word. You tell him it's something else. He said, all your tables are filthy. What are those tables? Catholic, Episcopalian, Baptist, all of them the same thing. Methodist, every religion you think it is, you in here. Remember this, everybody that's here that's descendants of the transatlantic slave ship, you came on the same ship. You was crying to the same God for taking you there. How are you the only people that are in Baptist now? All of you that's in Methodist, all of you that's in Muslim, you all were the same thing when y'all came. Did you forget that? Y'all was the same thing. So this is how he say he's going to talk to you that was on that ship. Verse 11 real quick, brother.
For with stammering lips in another tongue will he speak to this people.
So the Lord said he knew that Israel was going to be away in slavery. He said, I'm going to speak to this people with a stammering lip in another tongue. So for all my people that say you got to know Hebrew, for all my people that say, hey, let's go get, the Greek philosophers and break it all the way down, because you got to get the Septuagint and you have to get all the Dead Sea Scrolls and you have to get all these different things to understand the word of God. But how's he going to judge you if he made it so an MIT graduate can only understand it, brothers and sisters? He said with a stammering lip, that means he's stuttering. He probably going to say it twice. Thou shalt not. Thou shalt not. Keep my commandments. Keep my commandments. He said another tongue, everything except the tongue that you had. If you spoke Hebrew then, you could eliminate that one, but he said, I'm going to speak to you in every tongue except that one. Now, he said they err through wine and strong drinks. So I know he's not talking about 40 ounces and those good bubbly drinks that everybody like to drink. Let's see, because he told us go here a little and there a little. So let's answer that and go right on over to Isaiah 29, brother.
Yep.
Isaiah 29, and pick it up at 9 and go ahead.
Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered. So the Lord said, that answered your question about those drinks. This is a spiritual drunkenness, brothers and sisters. This is a serious spiritual drunkenness, and he has done it. Who did he do it to? It said, for the Lord hath poured you out on you the spirit of deep sleep. You can't tell 2 days or 3 days in the grave. You sleep. Who did he do this to? He did this to your prophets and your rulers and your seers, all the people that you hold in high regard. He's telling you, I've closed their eyes. What do they look like? Read verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. Brothers and sisters, the Lord said, now this is the Lord doing this. He said, I gave you a book and it's like it's sealed to you. And I know he's not telling a lie, because he can't lie. You all admit that. Jesus had no sin in him and he can't lie. And he's telling you that I closed this book up on you because you won't listen to me. And I did it to all the people y'all hold in reverence. Remember, you have to work out your own salvation. Moses couldn't save none of his kids. Job can't save none of his kids. Isaiah can't save none of his kids. David can't save none of his kids. How do you believe that good pastor can save you? How is it you believe pastor can save you and you got this book you done had in all these years with dust on it, and the Lord told you you must didn't know this was in here, that he closed his eyes to it, and it's delivered to him Hey, brother, you was glitching again. Say that last part one more time.
He said the book was delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. He said, I'm not learned. Go ahead at 13, brother.
Yep. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near to me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid.
So, brothers and sisters, you need to really pay attention to what he just read. He said that y'all draw near to him. I love the Lord. Oh, Jesus. Sweet Jesus. I love him. Y'all draw near to him with your mouth. But he said you honor him with your lips. How many people you hear here say, I love the Lord? You know how many people I walk up to and say the Sabbath day is Saturday, not Sunday. And they look at me and be like, I don't know what God that is you serving.
Right.
I don't know what God is that you serving. The whole world goes to church on Sunday. This is the Lord's Sabbath day on Sunday, but it's nowhere in this book. He closed your ears. The fear toward him is taught by the precept of men. What's the precept of man? Sunday, get up with the good morning bench, like they say, with the big old hats on Easter, with the ladies walking up in there, all the men having cookouts in the church basement, celebrating Christmas, all these things that ain't got nothing to do with things. Everybody participated in those Easter egg hunts, brothers and sisters. The world just maybe had a whole mass for Easter on the day that they say Christ is risen, which was a day and a half later. This right here is jumping out because he said, I will proceed to do a marvelous work amongst this people.
Mm-hmm.
Even a marvelous work and a wonder. That means we're going to be sitting there looking. The few of us that have been blessed enough to understand this, we like, wait a minute. They can't see this. It's right here. And who did he say he going to do it to? He said, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Skip down to verse 16 and read that real quick, brother.
Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding?
Brother, that's saying to me that they saying that God didn't make them. Somebody just posted something on Facebook. I was going to go live, but it was so stupid, I turned it off. I said, no, I can't do this. And the guy, friend of mine, and he sent me a thing talking about that it was other people outside the Garden of Eden. You know what I mean? The other people outside the garden. I said, oh, my God. You know what? The wiseness of their wise men have been hid. The Lord said he was going to do that. He said, I was going to hide it from them and give it to babes, right? And so he said, go precept upon precept, line upon line. So now I want to take you for another place, here a little and there a little, and show you where he's talking about what he said right here. And this is how we read the Bible. Luke 10, brother. Luke 10. Luke 10. Luke 10. Let me get there. Verse 19. And it should make sense, and we're going to get right on with it. Luke 10, when you get to 19, go ahead, brother.
All right. Here we go. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice, because your names are written in heaven.
Brothers and sisters, this is Jesus telling his disciple that the spirits, that means that those angels that's walking around here that you can't see, they are subject and they servants unto us. And that is if you are doing what thus said the Lord, brothers and sisters. But he said he was going to hide this from all your wise men and all the people who you think like pastor them and standing up there on Sunday morning that got all this good zeal, that he's jumping up and sweating, and he's telling you to pass the tithes around. He's locking the door on the parishioners in the place. Everybody's sleeping around with every church. Let's see what Jesus said to his father for that behavior to be seen. Verse 21, go ahead.
In that hour, Jesus rejoiced in spirit and said, "Oh, thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. All things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal him."
Did you just hear what he said? He said Jesus is thanking his Father that sent him, that he hid it from the wise and the prudent. He hid it from pastor them, like he said back in Isaiah, brother. And we finding this not right there. We find this here. He said he hid it from the wise and he showed it to those weaned from the breast. That's those babes, right? That is important to hear. Listen to what he did. And he said to them that overcome, that keep the Sabbath day, that keep the statutes and commandments like we read in the morning, who acted like they love Jesus for real, because if you love him, you'll do what he said. Listen what he said to the disciples, 23 and 24. Go ahead.
And he turned him unto his disciples and said privately, "Blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them."
Brothers and sisters, that should scare you to pieces. The Lord is saying that all these people that's in these churches cannot hear what he is saying because his Father hid them from them, like he said it, and he gave it to babes. Guess who the babes are? The lowest on the totem pole, his priests of God, us. We are considered on the base, the bottom of everything. And he hid it from them, brothers and sisters. Let's go to 1 Corinthians and let's make further proof of what he's saying. He's saying it all through this Bible. All through this Bible. 1 Corinthians 1. 1 Corinthians 1. And when we get to 19, I'm there. And listen to what he said, because when you hear the New Testament, he talk about the thing he said it was written. That means where we just read it at is where we searched it out precept upon precept. 19, go ahead.
For it is written, "I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not God made foolish the wisdom of this world?"
Did you all know that this was inside of this book, brothers and sisters? He told you back then that he said, "I would do a marvelous thing and a marvelous thing indeed." He communicated in all languages. He said that it is written, "I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent." And he asked this question, where is the wise? And you should be asking the same question. If everybody was doing what they're supposed to do when they go to church on Sunday, why is these young men still getting killed in the streets like this, brothers and sisters? If everybody was doing what they're supposed to do in the church and he didn't do this, why is men marrying men inside of the church, brothers and sisters? If everybody is doing what they say, why do a woman preacher get so mad when we say, "Sister, you're not supposed to be preaching in the church. You can preach, and teach the kids in the house and evangelize and do other things, but you ain't supposed to lead a flock"? They get so mad. I don't think so. One of my friends ain't even talking to me no more. Because I said, man, brother, your wife ain't supposed to be teaching. And he was like, I tried to tell her. I was like, this is the whole problem.
I tried to tell her.
I'm telling you, but the Lord did what he said. And this stuff, I'm reading this out of the book. I read so much, the whole book, that I knew that it said over someplace else, he said that he was going to destroy this. And he asked, where's the wise? He said he made foolish the wisdom of this world. Look how foolish it is. Jesus said out his own mouth, I am going to be in the heart of the earth for 3 days and 3 nights. You said, no. You went in there Good Friday and you came out Easter Sunday morning. Jesus said, if you love me, keep my commandments. You said, no. You the Lord of the Sabbath. You did everything for us already. Why would I do that, Lord? But he's going to say, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. I never knew you. So we're not on here trying to bash you like we're better than you. We are warning you that they have been lied to you because he hid this knowledge from them. Read 21, brother, 20 and 21.
For after that, in wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
You know what he's saying right there? The Jews is us. You know good and well, he actually said, how long you going to be in the grave? Give us a sign to tell us you the Christ. That's what the black people went and said to Jesus. He said, evil and adulterous generation seek after a sign. And he right here saying the Jews seek after a sign. Now, the Gentiles, which are the Greeks and the white people, they're going to say, let me get back to you. I'm going to the library to get me a book and trying to study that out. Then they're going to write it in the book. And the Jews who want the sign going to use their book. This is what's happening. So listen to what 23 said, 23. Go ahead.
But we preach Christ crucified unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. But unto them which are called both Jews and Greeks, Christ the power of God and the wisdom of God.
Because brothers and sisters, what he is telling you right here, he gonna take people that's on the lowest part of it and confound all of them. Why do you think me, a wretched piece of dirt, all of a sudden want to read the Bible right now and start telling you? And when I read, I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't what I was told by Pastor then. And so you looking at the fruits of that labor, 26 through 28, brother. Go ahead. Let me show you who he's talking to.
For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Go ahead.
And base things around the world, and things which are despised have God chosen, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
That's what I was telling you about, that base things and things I despise. Who despise, brothers and sisters? I got all these friends. You know good and well they don't want to hear me talking about no God. One of my cousins told me, and I was trying to get on Facebook so I can call him out about it. I was telling him about God, and he looked at me. He was on the phone with me, and he said, you got to consider the source. I hate to say it like that. He said, you got to consider the source. I said, what you mean? He said, this is coming from you. I can't receive it from you. The base things that are wise, he know all of the crap that I used to pull. And because of that, the Lord said, I'm going to take this filthy rag and I'm going to wise him up, because he going to humble himself and keep my commandments. Back up to 25 and read that real quick, brother.
Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men.
The foolishness of God is wiser than men, he said. And the weakness of God is stronger than men. That means he say in his pinky finger, he got more knowledge than all y'all. And we're going to put that on the table and let you see how much wisdom the Lord got when he communicating with everything. This is Jesus communicating with everything, brothers and sisters. Go over to Romans 11, brothers and sisters. Romans 11. We got a couple of verses in there. We got 33 through 36, Romans 11. When you get there, my brother, go ahead. Read them two at a time. Go ahead.
Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out. For who have known the mind of the Lord, or who have been his counselor?
I put that in there, brothers and sisters, because we just read, we say the foolish things of God is smarter than yours. So you lean on your own understanding. You listen to somebody tell you that he going to do some things in this lesson. You're going to see that's going to make you say, wait a minute. The Lord can do everything, and you better wise up because he's communicating with everything in every language. He speaks animal, he speaks man, he speaks everything. Wind.
Yeah.
And he said his knowledge is unsearchable. Why are you trying to find out his past ways? Who have known the mind of the Lord? Who have been his counselor, who took some dirt and formed it and made the dirt save lives now? Mm-hmm. The dirt that he got is flying airplanes and building cars. The dirt that he got, he opened one of them up, mine up, where he got this guy reading like a champion, and then he got this guy that's a fool that's on the base understanding his words, brothers and sisters. You got to pay attention. It's 35 and 36. Go ahead.
Or who have first given to him, and it shall be recompensed unto him again. For of him, and through him, and to him are all things, to whom be glory forever. Amen.
The Lord made everything. He's communicating right around you. You in a spiritual warfare and you do not know it. You don't lay it to heart, but you're going to get some more how powerful his voice is, because just like they say that Trinity, that it was all one, the Lord is about to, and I'm going to let you see it. He going to confound all the languages. He made all the languages. He speaks everything, brothers and sisters. Go over to Ecclesiastes 3. Ecclesiastes 3, brothers and sisters. Let's let you see the work of the Lord, how clever he is, okay? Ecclesiastes 3. When you get there, go ahead at verse 1.
To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Now, this is what you all need to pay attention to, brothers and sisters, and listen to what he said right here. This ain't for you to take it and run out and start hurting nobody, but go ahead, 3 and 4.
A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance.
The Lord is telling you right here, brothers and sisters, there is a time for everything. What are you using your time for? Because we read in the same Ecclesiastes, your whole duty is to keep his law and fear him. And he know that you're doing all these things, but he's saying there's a time to do that, brothers and sisters. So when he do that, he see that, and he put a little pressure on you to do that. So drop down to verse 10, read 10 and 11.
I have seen the travail which God hath given to the sons of man to be exercised in. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he hath set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end.
Nobody can find out the work that God has did from the beginning to the end. His knowledge and his wisdom is unsearchable. And he took the lowest on the totem pole and taught him his word. So we are like what he called a voice in the wilderness now. Because you can't hear us, and you will not believe that the man that used to have all those girlfriends is now talking and reading the book of the Lord like that to you, brothers and sisters. I don't know about that, brother, but he looked pretty slick himself. So he might have been doing the same thing. But now when he's called to go do the work of the Lord brought him down some kind of way. And now he's doing it at every call. He tired, but guess what he said? I'm going to do what I got to do for the Lord. He made everything beautiful. Drop down to 14 and listen to this. This is what you need to hear and pay attention to this, because you saying that the law is done away with. He said that his understanding is unsearchable. Read 14 and 15 and listen to this. Go ahead.
I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it, that man should fear before him. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And God requireth that which is past.
How's the Old Testament away you just read that, brothers and sisters?
That part.
He said, I know, so whatever God doeth, shall be forever. You cannot eat pork and catfish. If God said that before, it is forever. God ain't never made nothing holy, and then all of a sudden he made it unholy besides Satan, brothers and sisters. So if he made the Sabbath day holy, you got to go and show me where he made it unholy. It says, I know whatsoever that God doeth, it shall be forever. When did he tell you can start eating shrimp, lobster, catfish? All of a sudden it's good for you now. It is very good for you now. He said that which has been is now. You thinking that you doing something new, and he told you ain't nothing new under the sun. Now listen at verse 16 and 17. Go ahead, brother. 16 and 17.
And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. And I said in mine heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked. For there is a time that there for every purpose and for every work.
God is said that he's watching and speaking in all languages, and he will creep up on you when you don't know what hit you, brothers and sisters. He says a time and purpose for everything. And he said, you said in your heart concerning the state of the sons of men that God might manifest them. Did I read 18 or I'm jumping ahead?
Jumping ahead.
Go ahead, 18 and 19.
And I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. For they which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts. Even one thing befalleth them, as the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yeah, they that have one breath, so that that a man have no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity.
Do you hear what he said? You are the same thing as a beast, and you don't even know it. You got the same breath as a beast, brothers and sisters. And where do you all go? Because you all saying that at every funeral you going to heaven, and mama down there smiling, looking down on you. You having balloon releases every time somebody pass away. Read verse 20.
All go into one place. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again.
So how, brothers and sisters, do that get clear? Does that get clear? We don't have no whole bunch of more places to go, but we're going to get deep into our lesson. You are going back to the dust, brothers and sisters. My sound pretty good, Dan?
You sound perfect, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna light this up because I want y'all to understand in this Genesis, we finna get into some of those animals, and I'm gonna show you these languages that the king speaks in, brothers and sisters. And he want to give that ability to you. If you overcome, you will be able to do these things. You will have confidence, then you will be able to speak every language. Because he said, I'm going to give a pure language that ain't never been used. But you're going to be able to communicate with everything. Go over to Genesis. Let's talk. Let's search it out. Genesis 11. Genesis 11, brothers and sisters. Started off at verse 1. Give me one minute there. I'm messing up. Boy, be done fired me by now.
Right.
All right, go ahead, brother.
And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there.
Brothers and sisters, the whole earth was of one language and one speech. Just think about if all 8.5 billion people spoke English, or all 8.5 billion people spoke Hebrew, or all 8.5 billion people can communicate with the wind and the animals and everything. They're all one speech. And you ain't got no preeminence over beasts. He said everything under the earth. Go to verse 3. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make a name. Let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
So they know what they was doing, because man will always plot if he can. So the Lord had to do something right here, because he's like, wait a minute, these people here are smart if I let them do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Pick it up at verse 5 and go ahead, brother.
And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of man build. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
The Lord said, these people are one. That's the same thing that he said when they said, me, the God, and the Holy Ghost, we are one. We speak the same language, brothers and sisters. The Holy Ghost is not God. I just have to throw that in and tell you, because if that's the case, all these people will be God, because they all are one. So look at what he said, what he gonna do to them. Go ahead and read.
Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city.
Brothers and sisters, the Lord scattered them all over the face of the earth. This is how the sons of Japheth end up over in the Europe area. This is how the sons of Shem ended up in the Middle East, in that part of Africa and Asia and all over that part. This is how the sons of Ham end up on the continent of Africa. Where did you come from? This is what happened to you in the midst of all that scattering. Read that last verse 9.
Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth.
You've been scattered just like the people at Babel, and you don't know anything about your language, you know anything about your history, and the Lord knows all languages. So when he scattered them, he was letting them know, I have to control them. They're going to do what I say. And that's still to this day. I want to give you an example right now of what he did. He sent them angels, that spirit that he had hovering over that water. He sent that same spirit to do this right here. Numbers 22. Numbers 22. Start at verse 21. We're gonna do some reading right here. So I'm gonna let you loose like a ball player. Number 21 and start at number 22. I'm sorry, start at verse 21. When you get there, go ahead.
And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab. And God's anger was kindled because he went. And the angel of the Lord stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and his two servants were with him.
Go ahead.
And the ass saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And the ass turned aside out of the way and went into the field. And Balaam smote the ass and turned her into the way. But the angel of the Lord stood in the path of the vineyards, a wall being on this side and a wall on that side.
Brothers and sisters, the Lord sent his angel, and it stood in front of the ass, right? And Balaam could not see this, but the horse can see it because the Lord is speaking the language of the horse right here, brothers and sisters. And so this ass saw this angel, and watch what he did. Go ahead and read.
And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she thrust herself unto the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he smote her again. And the angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left.
Go ahead.
And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with the staff.
He don't know what's going on. All he see is this horse falling on him, doing all this thing, but it's an angel appearing to the horse, and he got a sword in his hand, and everywhere he go, he cut him off, and this horse got to be terrified. But the Lord is talking. And so listen at what the Lord did right here. I need you to pay attention to it, because if he want to get your attention bad enough, he'll do something like this today. Go ahead, 28.
And the Lord opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam, what have I done unto thee, that thou hast smitten me these 3 times? And Balaam said unto the ass, because thou hast mocked me. I would there were a sword in my hand, for now would I kill thee.
Whoa. He said that, and he should know something strange, that the Lord opened the mouth of this ass, brothers and sisters. The Lord got this. You riding a horse, and the Lord make this horse start talking to you. You ain't gonna talk back. You gonna jump off and you gonna fly. Scary as y'all is right now today. You are gone. He hit him 3 times. He don't know what's going on. And then he got there to tell the ass, man, you did this 3 times, so I had to get you. I had to get you. So he's saying, if I had a sword, I would have killed you. Listen to what the ass said to him. Verse 30, go ahead.
And the ass said unto Balaam, am not I thine ass, which upon thou hast ridden ever since I was thine unto this day? Was I ever want to do so unto thee? And he said, nay. But then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And he bowed down his head and fell flat on his face.
The moral of the story that you read right now, brothers and sisters, that when the Lord opened your mind, like I just said, he did us young men, and he can communicate and speak all languages at any time. We see something that you may not see, and you don't want to hear, because the protocol is, if you keep his commandments that you say is done away with, then he'll open your mind like he did that horse, and then you can speak the language that we speaking. This is a foreign language to you that we are speaking, brothers and sisters. Listen to what the Lord said right there to him when he fell down and fell in his place. 32, go ahead.
And the angel of the Lord said unto him, wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass these 3 times? Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because thy way is perverse before me. And the ass saw me and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee and saved her life.
Wow. Wow. He's told him, you notice the angel said that he saw me and he did this when I opened his eyes. That was the Lord talking through the mouth of that angel. He speaks all languages. He said, and if you lucky that horse saved your life, because I was going to kill you. So when he found this information, now listen to what Balaam did and said, because now you don't talk like this, but you will be scared. Listen to this. Go ahead, 34.
And Balaam said unto the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I knew not that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease thee, I will get me back again. And the angel of the Lord said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto thee, that thou shalt speak. So Balaam went with the princes of Balak.
So when the Lord start whooping your head, brothers and sisters, then you want to listen. Then you want to start speaking his language. The Lord language said, I rose and cleared the earth in 6 days. I rested on the Sabbath. Therefore, you shall rest. You say, no, I want to go on the first day of the week. And he ain't did you yet like he did that ass. But we're going to show you something even further, how he communicate with all these things. That's enough right there, brother. We did that one. That's all I got that point off. Go to 1 Kings 17. 1 Kings 17. 1 Kings 17. And listen at the communication of the Lord, brothers and sisters. 1 Kings 17. Because right here, we got Jezebel and them with Elijah that was running around, and he was killing all her prophets. And then she said, by this day tomorrow, you're going to be sleeping with all the men of mine that you killed. He got scared. And so he started running, called the Lord, said, man, she trying to kill me. The Lord said, you know what? I got 7,000 men that ain't never bowed to the image of Baal. Go somewhere and sit down and hide. I'm going to take care of you. Look at what the Lord did. What verse we is at? The 17, start at verse 1. Listen at this.
And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, as the Lord God of Israel liveth, before I whom stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith that is before Jordan.
And listen to what the Lord did. This is what the power of the languages that he speak, brothers and sisters, because he said he hiding. He ain't got no food to eat. He's scared of Jezebel. The Lord told us, man, you scared, go hide. I'll take care of you. Look what the Lord did. Read these next 2 verses. Go ahead.
And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the raven to feed thee there. So he went and did according unto the word of the Lord. For he went and dwelled by the brook Cherith that is before Jordan.
Every time the Lord speak, he tell the birds, he said, I commanded them to feed you there, right? And he commanded you to keep his law, statutes, and commandments. The birds follow him. Why come you won't? Why is Pastor's word so strong over yours than the Lord's is over everything? He talked to horses. He speak wind. He told the birds to go and feed this guy that was scared. The birds brought him 3 flat meals a day, like 3 hots in the car, like he was in jail. Probably steak and eggs, biscuits, and all type of good stuff that them birds was feeding them. Listen to what he said. Read the next lines. Go ahead.
And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land.
Brothers and sisters, I was not joking when I said they bought him all that different stuff down there to eat. The birds, if the Lord is working on your side and you do what he say, he sent some birds to go and get him some meat and some bread, and he drank that water till it ran out, and then he sent them on his way. Now let's go read Ecclesiastes 10. Listen at this. Listen to this. I'm gonna cut that first part. I just had that because there was some sensational stuff. So we're gonna start at 14. I got this from Ben. My brother Ben had told me this, and I said I saw one of my old verses. I put it in there, but I'm taking it out. 14. We're gonna start at 14. When I get there, Ecclesiastes 10. I want y'all to listen to this. For all y'all that be sitting down in them cars on the lot cheating on your wives, and all y'all that be thinking nobody watching, the Lord has eyes everywhere and they snitching on everything. Ecclesiastes 10, start at verse 14. This is what being told me. Go ahead.
A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be, and what shall be after him. Who can tell him? The labor of the foolish wearieth every one of them, because he knoweth not how to go to the city.
See, you sitting down and he said, a fool is also full of words, running your mouth 24 hours a day. Can't tell you nothing. You can't hear because if somebody said, wait a minute, man, I read the whole entire Bible backwards and forth. We studying the Bible at the Israel of God. You walk in the Bible that grandma and them and told you on Sunday was the wrong day and nobody got a book in their hand. How are you learning? That means you trust in pastor. So when I say, brother, listen, you supposed to keep the Sabbath day. A fool also is full of words. You're going to leave me and go back and say, man, that man in the coat, he didn't went crazy. And what shall be after him and who can tell him? I tell you this, man, I've been doing this 50 years. My mama done been doing this 50 years. You think you right? And guess what I even said? How is the whole world wrong and you and them little few people up there, the Israel of God is right? Tell me how that fits in your behalf. And that's where faith got to come in, brothers and sisters. But the Lord is watching everything. So listen to what he said right here. Go ahead with 16.
Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season, for strength and not for drunkenness.
They eat in strength but not for drunkenness. And so our people is lazy. So we want to be sneaky and do all these things, and we don't think God is watching, but he's watching and reading in every language, brothers and sisters. Listen to this. Read all three of these verses. Go ahead.
By much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. A feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. Curse not the king, no, not in thy thought, and curse not the rich in thy bedchamber. For a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and that which have wings shall tell the matter.
Them birds be sitting there tricking on you, brothers and sisters. You don't even know it. When you be sitting there, they come on the side of your car, and you in there with your neighbor's wife, and you think nobody don't see y'all, and then you let the window down and throw some French fries out to try to burn them on purpose, like I done did, not knowing. But when I read this, I said, oh my goodness, I ain't doing that no more. And when I go right now, them birds be sitting at the car, and the Lord said, he speak bird. They are going to come back and tell them everything you doing. It said, curse not the king. Don't talk crazy about the Lord. No, not in thy thought. That means you sitting there saying, man, ain't nobody looking at me. Nobody is looking at me. He speak all language. He said, when you in the rich and you laying in your bed, for a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and which they have wounds, he's gonna come tell the matter. The angels and them birds are gonna trick on you, brothers and sisters. He speak all languages. Matthew 17. We're getting down to, we got about 4 more places to go. Matthew 17, brothers and sisters. Matthew 17. (24 through 27). When you get there, my brother, go ahead. Go ahead.
And when they were come to Capernaum, that they that received tribute money came to Peter and said, "Doth not your master pay tribute?" He said, "Yes." And when he was coming to the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, "Well, what thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute? Of their own children or of strangers?"
This is the Lord telling them, brothers and sisters. He's saying, who do y'all pay tribute to? And so look at what he did with this. Just show you what type of language he's spinning. Finish these 2 verses out. Go ahead.
Peter saith unto him, "Of strangers," Jesus said unto him, then are the children free. Notwithstanding, lest we should offend them, go thou to the sea and cast a hook, and take up the fish that first cometh up. And when thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money. That take and give unto them for me and thee.
The Lord speak fish, brothers and sisters. The Lord said, go take your thing and cast it out. The first fish that gonna come in there, he gonna have the tribute money for me and you in his mouth. And you think he didn't go do that?
Right.
The fish got the money in the mouth. Where did he get it from? The Lord had to do something and say, wait a minute. This guy speaks fish.
Yeah.
Back up to Matthew 8 and read that, start at verse 23. Matthew 8. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Pay attention to the Lord. He's speaking everything. So far, you heard him speak to a horse. He made some birds come and bring his food. He didn't open up the mind of us like he did that donkey so we can read his word now. Mm-hmm. Now, let's see what else he can speak to real quick, brothers and sisters. Matthew 8:23. And when you get there, go ahead, brother.
And when he was entered into the ship, his disciples followed him. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep.
Brothers and sisters, can you imagine that? It's like one of them tornadoes when you see on the news and all the winds is going crazy, and Jesus is sitting there asleep. He's sitting there resting, sleep. He ain't moving, and the whole everybody else is scared.
Yeah.
They done went bonkers in there. So listen to what he did. Go ahead.
And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he says unto them, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm.
There was a great calm when he rebuked the sea. How do you rebuke the sea? If the wind is going on, he's talking wind now. Wind, calm down. And he telling them, but you got little faith. If you so scared, you should be able to make the wind stop. And we're going to show you that in this lesson. The ye of little faith. Look at what he said and what they said, just like that man that was looking at their horse. Read 27. Look what he said.
But the men marveled, saying, what manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him?
The winds and the sea obey him, but you will not go and keep his law, statutes, and commandments, brothers and sisters. Horses would bring people their food and do everything that he's saying, but you will not keep his law, statutes, and commandments. You hear the power that he's showing, and you listening to somebody stand up with a microphone, sweating, and then they got somebody playing the organ and making music and doing all this stuff. You ain't even got your book open. What manner of man is this? Mm-hmm. Jonah gonna ask the same thing, because once you start finding out who you dealing with, You get so scared. Like, I'm not doing this because I don't want to be out jigger flicking and high side on a Friday night, brothers and sisters. The fear of the Lord compelled me to say, stop what you're doing and keep my Sabbath. I don't even want to get into what he did to me. Jonah 1. Jonah 1, brothers and sisters. Jonah 1. I'm tripping. Here we go. This right here. This is sort of scary. Pay attention to this story. We're going to do a lot of reading. Wow, 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 wow. Jonah 1, verse 4. When you get there, go ahead, brother.
But the Lord sent out a great wind into the sea, and there was a mighty tempest in the sea, so that the ship was like to be broken. Then the mariners were afraid and cried every man unto his God, and cast forth their wares that were in the ship into the sea, to lighten it of them. But Jonah was gone down into the sides of the ship, and he lay and was fast asleep.
Jonah was laying down fast asleep on that ship. Brother and sister, the brother was tired. He laying down fast asleep in the sea. Did you see how that manner of man said that sea keep on going? What you had your verse 4? I mean, verse what?
6.
6. He sleep, right? Go ahead.
So the shipmaster came to him and said unto him, What meanest thou, O sleeper? Arise, call upon thy God, if so be that God will think upon us that we perish not.
And the reason why he said that, because all of those people had different gods, like Baptists, Episcopalian, Catholics, monks, Buddhists. They was all calling their God. He down there sleep, right? And they don't know what God he served, right? But they all pray to their gods and they ain't getting no answers. Read verse 7. Let's see about what our God do. Read about verse 7. Go ahead.
And they said every one to his fellow, Come and let us cast lots, that we may know for whose cause this evil is upon us. So they cast lots, and the lot fell upon Jonah.
I gotta put it right on you, brothers and sisters. Yeah. You ain't hiding nothing from him. He speak every language. He even letting these men expose you. Go ahead, read verse 8. Go ahead.
Then said they unto him, Tell us, we pray thee, for whose cause this evil is upon us. What is thine occupation? And whence comest thou? What is thy country? And of what people art thou?
Now, he listened to what he said. That man said, man, what kind of people is this? Did you just hear those disciples say about their God? What manner of man is this? Mm-hmm. Let me show you in verse 9. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, I am in Hebrew, and I fear the Lord, the God of heaven, which have made the sea and the dry land. Then were the men exceedingly afraid, and said unto him, Why hast thou done this? For the man knew that he fled from the presence of the Lord, because he had told them.
Now, he didn't sit there and told him. He ran from the Lord, brothers and sisters. This is such a beautiful story, and people think this is a fable. They think this is a fable, but that ship scared these men so bad, they say, what type of God do you serve that's doing all this? Mm-hmm. And Jonah knew what he had to do. How many people think that you can run from God? Watch what the Lord do to this. And listen to what they said to him. Verse 11. Go ahead.
And they said unto him, What shall we do unto thee, that the sea may be calm unto us? For the sea wrought and was tempestuous. And he said unto them, tempestuous. And he said unto them, Take me up and cast me forth into the sea, so shall the sea be calm unto you. For I know that for my sake this great tempest is upon you.
This is the bad thing, the worst thing I've ever heard. The man said, how many of you all do this to save somebody else? Because that's what we're doing right now, brothers and sisters. We know that you all think that we don't know what we're talking about, that we speak in some type of foreign language to you. You are in the belly of the whale right now. He said, throw me out amongst the sea. Y'all so scary. You know what y'all been doing? Let me go back to sleep. I don't know who that is. But the Lord was going to kill them if he don't do what he said. Okay? Go ahead, 13.
Nevertheless, the man rowed hard to bring it to the land, but they could not, for the sea wrought and was tempestuous against them. Wherefore they cried unto the Lord and said, We beseech thee, O Lord, we beseech thee, let us not perish for this man's life, and lay not upon us innocent blood. For thou, O Lord, hast done as it pleased thee.
Everybody cries when they need what they think is sweet Jesus. These people don't like the Lord, but they say, listen, oh, sweet Lord. Now they crying to him. And a lot of you guys are going to do this because the end times is upon us. We are warning you so that you're going to do this. So look at what they did to Jonah, brothers and sisters. Go ahead and read out.
And they took up Jonah and cast him forth into the sea, and the sea ceased from her raging. Then the man feared the Lord exceedingly, and offered a sacrifice unto the Lord, and made vows. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights.
And y'all don't believe that? People say, he wasn't in no fish. I just saw on the news the other day where a guy got swallowed by a whale, and then the whale spit him out about an hour or two later.
Wow.
His whole body got spit out. Look it up on YouTube. Say, man gets swallowed by the whale. The Lord likes to do stuff like that so he can show you that he's not playing. And why did the sea stop roaring and raving when they threw him over? They tried to go against God like a lot of you trying to do. No, Lord, it ain't no Sabbath day. It should have been Sunday. We've been doing this ever since we've been born. Now you want to say something to us about it? No, I said it to you in the beginning. You listen to Pastor. You listen to Pastor. Go back to Matthew 17, brother. Matthew 17, and listen at the Lord. This guy work. He's masterful. We got 2 more places after this. Matthew 17. Matthew 17. Pay attention to the power of this God that we serving, brothers and sisters. Wow. And he want to give you this type of power as well, too. Matthew 17, verse 14. When you get there, go ahead.
And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man, kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed. For oft times he falleth into the fire, and oft into the water.
You know, the people that's supposed to be the people of God, do you see how quick they turned this guy away and the things that they said unto him? These are the people of God. Now, even the people that's with Jesus, somebody called them that need to be helped. They don't want them around. And therefore, though of little faith, they cannot heal them. But Jesus speaks all languages. So go ahead and read. Listen at this.
And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. And Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me.
The Lord said, you are a faithless generation. He said, how long should I suffer to be with you? You perverse. This is sweet Jesus saying that you're a perverse generation. And how long should I be bothered with you? Because you don't have no faith. You should be able to do everything you want to do. And the Lord will give you that power once you do that. And when you keep his statutes and commandments, you have great power. And it's a shadow of good things to come. Read verse 18 and listen at this.
And Jesus rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. Then came the disciples to Jesus apart and said, Why could not we cast him out?
Now pay attention to this, brothers and sisters. I want y'all to hear this real good. The disciples, these are Jesus' disciples that everybody said they took over the church in Acts. And you think that they're Gentiles. The Jesus answered them. They said, Lord, we be with you all day long. Why come it didn't work for us?
Mm-hmm.
You know why it don't work for them? Read what Jesus said in verse 20. Go ahead.
And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Wow. The Lord said, if you tell a mountain to move, the mountain gonna jump up and move because the Lord told you that it was gonna do that, brothers and sisters. Verse 21, go ahead.
Howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting.
The Lord said you got to pray and fast. All these things work, brothers and sisters, but you can't pray and fast and then go and get you a pack of pork ribs and sit down and ask God to give you some help soon as you get off your fast. You can't eat catfish and shrimp. He said your body is not made for that stuff, brothers and sisters. I know you just not hearing this stuff. I see a few people may have joined late. But the Lord said that when he made something unclean, it ain't never been clean. My work is going to be the same way it was from the beginning. If you have faith, you will be able to do these same things too. And he let one of his people do that before. Go over to Joshua 10. We're not going to read all of this. I'm going to tell a part of the story and get this over with real quick. But I want you to see what he did. It's down about 19. So I'm going to let me search it out a little bit. You start at top 1. Joshua 10. Listen at what the Lord gave you. He told them to move you. If you have faith, you can move mountains, brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. If you had the faith. So that means believe that. That's right now today. He ain't telling you that you can't do things that you say, but listen to one of his soldiers, what he did. We got to read. Start at top. Go ahead.
Now it came to pass when Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, had heard how Joshua had taken Ai and had utterly destroyed it, as he had done to Jericho and her king. So he had done to Ai, I'm guessing I'm pronouncing it right, Ai.
Go ahead.
And her king, and how the inhabitants of Gibeon had made peace with Israel, were among them, that they feared greatly, because Gibeon was a great city, as one of the royal cities, and because it was greater than Ai, and all the men thereof were mighty.
So what he's telling you, brothers and sisters, it was a place that, the Lord had, it's like being in Europe someplace and you coming from Africa. You're like, wait a minute, that place is big. They got all this money. They got all this riches. They got these kings and we don't have nothing. But when the Lord is up with you, there's nothing you can do to stop what he's doing. Nothing he can do to stop what he can do, brothers and sisters. So what he did was he kept on fighting. Skip down to verse 8. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Joshua, fear them not, for I have delivered them into thine hand. There shall not a man of them stand before thee. Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly and went up from Gilgal all night.
Go ahead.
And the Lord discomforted them before Israel and slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon, and chased them along the way that goeth up to Beth Horon, and smote them to Azekah and unto Mekkedah.
And so when he was doing all this stuff, he's fighting. You remember how he said, if you have that faith, like of a mustard seed, you can move these mountains and do all this stuff. And the Lord said he delivered them into their hands, right? Go down to verse 12. and read. Listen to what the Lord did to him. Go ahead, 12.
Then spake Joshua to the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, Sun, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou, moon, in the valley of Ajalon. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and hasted not to go down about the whole day.
Go ahead.
And there was no day like that before it or after it, that the Lord hearkened unto the voice of man, and the Lord fought for Israel.
Brothers and sisters, this Lord loved us so much that he allowed a man to make the sun stop in its tracks for us, brothers and sisters. He said, sun stood still in all the sight of Israel. And the Lord said this is the first time ever that he hearkened to the voice of a man. That got to be amazing when the Lord look up and say, hey, son, the Joshua, a man said this. Now, I've been showing you stories about how the Lord has stopped all these things in your sight. And then he said, if you had his faith, he actually let a man. It's the same Jesus that was back there then that told that son to stop. And it stopped. Brothers and sisters, you're going to have some tough faith to come out of what you involved in, because the Lord is the one in control of all of this. He speaks all languages. And my boy Shogun gave me this last verse that we're going to do to close this out. We're going to have a nice early day. And I want you to hear this. This is like a pure message in Psalms that he's telling you, because he's telling the whole world to listen for this time to come, brothers and sisters. Psalms 49. Psalms 49. Listen at this, what the Lord said. He got a message for you. Nobody don't believe his commandments is done away with. Listen to what he's saying. We're going to end it with this. Psalms 49. When you get there, brother, go ahead.
Hear this, all ye people. Give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor, together.
Listen to what he said. We said this in the beginning. Hear this, all ye people. Give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world. Now, he's talking to them birds. He's talking to horses, but he's telling you, Mr. Rich Man. He's telling you, Mr. Poor Man. He's telling you. Listen to what he said. Verse 3. Go ahead.
My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. I will incline my ear to the parable. I will open my dark saying upon the harp.
Go ahead.
Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about? That they trust in their wealth, they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches.
And then this is what I want you to understand this and what he's telling you. He said that I'm getting ready to come down here and do some major damage to the inhabitants of the world, the rich, the poor, everybody. And he's sending a serious message to you. He said that they that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, that new Jaguar, that new Range Rover, that 7-room house, the new promotion you got on that job, now go study the Sabbath. No, I can't. I got to get this money. I'm chasing that bag. Don't y'all say that? Listen to what the Lord say right here. Verse 7, go ahead.
None of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever.
Boy, you better pay attention to what I'm reading to you right here. You better read, pay attention to what I'm reading. He telling you stack up some riches in heaven. Stack up some riches in heaven, and not what you trying to do here to save your money. And you don't do everything about reading this Bible. Your whole duty is to read the Bible. And he's telling you right here that none of that money that you can take with you, none of it can save you. You can't save your brother. You can't save your mother. You can't save your kids. You better do what I say. Go ahead.
that he should still live forever and not see corruption. For he that saith that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish and leave their wealth to others.
Now listen at this. This is what I was so interested in when I read this with my boy Shogun yesterday, because everybody thinks this. Everybody thinks that the Lord is speaking a language to you right now through us. He speaks all languages, brothers and sisters. Finish this out and listen to what you all do. You all to do this right now today. Y'all think this. Go ahead.
Their inward thought is that their house shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. This their way is their folly, yet their prosperity approve their sayings. Salah.
Brothers and sisters, you're dealing with a dangerous God. Your houses is not going to live forever. Your jobs and your money is not going to last. Nothing you can do to save your brother, sister, or your mother. The Lord speaking in all languages, and he's speaking to some of you right now. Stack up your chips in heaven, brothers and sisters. And I thank you for your time, and I hope you got some edification out of this short lesson.
Will return in due season. He'll reign for 1,000 years and we'll be leaving. How long before the